to Hindutva politics and politics over loudspeakers that are playing out in Maharashtra. And it was a heated political Sunday on Maharashtra Day. The face-off over the loudspeakers are getting shriller. Addressing a massive rally in Aurangabad, the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena President Raj Thackeray said that all loudspeakers at mosques in Maharashtra must be removed by the 4th of May. He says if not, the Hanuman Chalisa will be played at double power in front of mosques. BJP leader and former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to use Maharashtra Day to attack Chief Minister Raj Thackeray, saying that the government is scared of bringing down loudspeakers, and also pointing out that no Shiv Sainiks were part of the Babri Masjid demolition. He says he was present there.
रस्त्यावरती येऊन तुम्ही नमाज पढ़ताय, कोणी अधिकार दिले तुम्हाला? 3 तारखेला ईद आहे. त्यांच्या सणामध्ये मला कुठच्याही प्रकारचं विष घालवायचं नाही. 4 तारखेपासून ऐकणार नाही. जिथे जिथे यांचे लाऊडस्पीकर लागतील त्यांच्या समोर दुप्पट आवाजाने तिथे हनुमान चालीसा तुमची लागलेच पाहिजे.
वाटतं हेच मराठी आहेत, यांना वाटतं यांचंच हिंदुत्व आहे. काय म्हणाले परवा? म्हणाले बाबरी मशीद पडली तेव्हा कुठल्या बिळात होते? बंधू भगिनींनो, कोणीतरी फार चांगला प्रश्न या ठिकाणी विचारला. अरे म्हणाले मशिदीवरचे भोंगे काढायला सांगितलेत, हातभर फाटली, आणि हे सांगतात आम्ही बाबरी मस्जिद पाडली. म्हणतात आम्ही बाबरी मस्जिद पाडली, आणि मग सवाल विचारतात तो बाबरी ढाचा, मी तर त्याला मशीद मानत नाही, तो ढाचा होता. एकही शिवसेनेचा नेता त्या ठिकाणी हजर नव्हता, एकही नाही. आणि बाबरी मशीद पडली किंवा तो ढाचा पडला.
Well, let's go across to Saurabh Gupta now for more. And Saurabh, in the guise of this loudspeaker controversy, basically very ugly Hindutva politics they're playing out in Maharashtra and getting shriller. Now, Raj Thackeray now giving this kind of a deadline to remove loudspeakers from mosques.
Yes, very provocative speeches actually being made, and the Shiv Sena and the government have maintained that, this is, of course, with an attempt to disturb the situation in Maharashtra, and then use that as a reason or as an excuse to impose president's rule. That's what the government is saying, that there is, of course, a concerted effort to create unrest in Maharashtra along communal lines. Now, why is this happening? Well, it's all to do with the upcoming, civic body elections, the most important one being the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections, or the BMC elections as they're called, which is the election for the civic body in Mumbai, which has, of course, been with the Sena for years now. And of course, the BJP, till it was an alliance with the Sena, was really okay with the Sena handling the BJP. But now, of course, it's making a bid. And therefore, it believes that, Raj Thackeray and others who attack the Sena on Hindutva can, of course, damage the Sena and thereby provide some kind of advantage to the BJP. In that context, the loudspeaker issue has come up now. And this is, of course, an issue that's had some history, with even Sena Patriarch Balasaheb Thackeray referring to it. But at this current time, with the Supreme Court order already in place, this issue coming up and a deadline from Raj Thackeray is largely seen as Raj Thackeray also trying to appropriate the Hindutva plank, so to speak, in politics. And the Sena says, well, their Hindutva is not something that needs a certificate from the BJP. But it's about Hindutva politics, it's about the Hindutva space, and that's what's happening in Maharashtra. And you see these kind of provocative speeches being made where Devendra Fadnavis says, I was there when the Babri demolition happened and nobody from the Sena was there. The Sena, of course, attacked the BJP saying, when it came to the Babri demolition, you ran into a burrow. And it was Sena Patriarch Balasaheb Thackeray who actually took responsibility or took onus for whatever took place there. And, then, of course, now you have Raj Thackeray bringing up the loudspeaker issue and making very provocative speeches saying if something has to happen, but we have to get these loudspeakers down. And,
right.
telling that, that this has to happen now or never.
All right, it's become so blatant that, talking about being present there when the Babri Masjid was brought down, like, some badge of honor. But thanks so much, Saurabh, for joining us with those details. Well, let's now go across to Sanjay Gupta, leader of the Shiv Sena, who now joins us. And Sanjay Gupta, if you could, tell us more about this entire politics that is playing out there in Maharashtra with Raj Thackeray, the BJP attacking the government and challenging the government over loudspeakers and asking for their removal.
देखिए, इसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे पहले तो ये होता था कि एक तीर से दो निशाने, मगर यहाँ मुझे लगता है कि एक तीर से कई निशाने लगाने की कवायद शायद चल रही है। लाउड स्पीकर के मुद्दे को जिस तरह से उठाया गया है और जिस तरह से यूपी और महाराष्ट्र का कंपैरिजन किया गया है और जिस तरह से योगी जी को आगे लाया गया है और जिस तरह से अभी देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने कहा बाबरी ढांचे को किसी शिवसेना ने नहीं गिराया, कोई शिवसेना का नेता वहां नहीं था, तो एक तरफ तो मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि शायद बीजेपी अब योगी जी के लिए प्रधानमंत्री पद की पिच को तैयार करने की कोशिश कर रही है शायद।
लेकिन संजय जी, ये तो उद्धव ठाकरे ने शुरू किया बाबरी मस्जिद वाली इशू। उन्होंने कहा वेयर वाज राज ठाकरे व्हेन बाबरी मस्जिद वाज डिमोलिश्ड एंड ही टॉन्टेड द बीजेपी आल्सो। सो इट्स हिंदुत्व पॉलिटिक्स, एवरीबॉडी इज ट्राइंग टू शो दैट दे आर द मेन प्रोपोनेंट्स ऑफ हिंदुत्व।
ठीक है, ये बात तो कही उन्होंने कि उस टाइम ये कहाँ थे और राज ठाकरे जी आज तक हिंदुत्व की बात करने के लिए कहाँ थे, तो ये बात तो कही जाएगी कि अचानक जिस तरह से उन्होंने हनुमान चालीसा की बात को उठाया, जिस तरह से उन्होंने लाउड स्पीकर की बात को उठाया, तो अब से पहले वो कहाँ थे, क्योंकि उच्चतम न्यायालय के आदेश तो बहुत पहले के थे। अब जिस तरह से वो एकदम से आए हैं तो उस वक्त भी कहाँ थे, इस बात को कहा जाएगा। मगर देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने जिस तरह से कहा तो इसका मतलब बाला साहब जो कहते थे वो गलत कहते थे, या बाला साहब को आज शिवसेना को नीचा दिखाने के मकसद में आज ये हर चीज को भूलते जा रहे हैं कि किस तरह से 25 साल अटल जी, अडवाणी जी, बाला साहब एक साथ रहे और जिन उद्देश्यों को पाना चाहते थे उन उद्देश्यों के लिए उन्होंने सत्ता के साथ कंप्रोमाइज किया, एक दूसरे का सम्मान किया। लेकिन आज जिस तरह से एक दूसरे को नीचा दिखाने का काम किया जा रहा है, इस पर मैं एक नज़म कहना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि जिस उद्देश्य को लेकर के चले उसको पाया भी, मगर आज जिस तरह से नीचा दिखाया जा रहा है उस पर मैं यही कहूंगा कि दाग दाग उजाला ये सब दगीजा शहर के इंतजार था जिसका, ये वो मंजर तो नहीं, ये वो मंजर तो नहीं कि जिसकी आरज़ू लेकर चले थे तीन यार के मिल जाएगी कहीं ना कहीं अमन के तख्त पे तारों को आखिरी मंजिल।
बट संजय जी, अब राज ठाकरे ने तो चैलेंज किया है गवर्नमेंट को कि 4 तक अगर नहीं हटे ये लाउड स्पीकर्स, वो अपना स्पीकर्स लगा के हनुमान चालीसा, तो ये पूरा जो मामला है बहुत ही ज्यादा हीटेड हो रहा है एंड एट द एंड ऑफ इट इट्स अटैकिंग वन कम्युनिटी बिकॉज यू आर ट्राइंग टू थ्रू दिस लाउड स्पीकर कंट्रोवर्सी यू आर टारगेटिंग मुस्लिम्स।
देखिए, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की गाइडलाइंस हैं, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश हैं, लागू तो पूरे देश में ही होने हैं। अभी मुझे लगता है कि केंद्र सरकार उस पर बड़ी जल्दी गाइडलाइंस भी जारी करेगी, क्योंकि वो आदेश सिर्फ उत्तर प्रदेश या महाराष्ट्र के लिए नहीं है, वो पूरे देश के लिए है। मगर उसको पूरे देश में लागू करने से पहले थोड़ा सा राजनीति और दिखावा जो किया जाता है वो चल रहा है, तो इसलिए इसकी एक कवायद चल रही है और दूसरी जारी तो ये इसके आदेश।
हमारे साथ पीकेडे नाम्बियार हैं, बीजेपी सपोर्टर। पीकेडे नाम्बियार, what would you say about these Hindutva politics that we're seeing, the Shiv Sena saying that basically it's an attempt to create trouble in the state and, weaken the government?
Gargi, it's very surprising to hear Shiv Sena spokesperson talking about a Hindutva politics or talking against the Hindutva politics. If at all, if somebody who has started a Hindutva politics or for the it is Shiv Sena and the great Raj Thackeray. And I think one should not be shy away. I always call it like it's like a lassi, whiskey and juice government in Maharashtra just for the power. If Shiv Sena is trying to lose its own identity, it's only God can help them. Now coming back to this, right now we have a wonderful model in front of us in UP, how this loudspeaker issue has been sorted. More than 50,000 places, religious places, it is irrespective of Hindu, Muslim or a Christian. It does not have any kind of a difference that government has been able to implement the court order. Why the Maharashtra is not been able to do it? If you really ask me, the loudspeaker issue now, since it has erupted from Maharashtra, but whereas the Maharashtra government has not been able to come up with any solution.
Right, but this
They should be
entire
able to
issue
do
is trying to play on this and targeting of Muslims is the point. But Sanjay Gupta, what would you say in response to that? That now Adityanath's government is being praised in UP that they have removed loudspeakers across temples and mosques, etc. And why can't Maharashtra do the same?
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि मुद्दा सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र और यूपी का नहीं है, ये मुद्दा पूरे देश का है और इस मामले में केंद्र सरकार को आगे आकर के इस पर एक नोटिफिकेशन जारी करनी चाहिए और पूरे देश में जो चीज आज महाराष्ट्र में या यूपी में लागू करने की बात की जा रही है वो पूरे देश के लिए होनी चाहिए और केंद्र सरकार को इस पे संज्ञान लेते हुए एक नोटिफिकेशन जारी करनी चाहिए और इस विवाद को खत्म करना चाहिए.
All right, but PKD Nambiar, at the heart of it, this is Hindutva politics that is playing out, and the point is, are these really big priorities right now when in the midst of an economic crisis and you have COVID coming back, etc. So many other issues, but again, this very opportunistic politics being played over loudspeakers.
Gargi, you are wrong on that part because it has been an issue not from today, for multiple times, and if you really look at it, many places, some of the communal clashes which took place has got some kind of a background and is this. So most of the religious places have not been ready to accept this government or court orders, which has not only once, the Kerala High Court and the Supreme Court, Allahabad High Court, multiple courts have told that to stick to the decibels, and also without the permission one should not be having it, irrespective of the religion. I think when we bring religion into it, then there is an issue. But rather than bringing a religion, let it be applicable to every religion, every religious places. I don't think there is no problem. The problem is that now the Shiv Sena spokesperson is talking about why the central government is not doing it. Why the state government is not doing it? Why the state government do not even have a spine to come and stand and say that, yes, we will implement it. So we have now a model available, whether it is Uttarakhand or in the UP, which is considered to be
right, but this is
one of
still
the
not,
largest
the utmost, crucial issue facing the country today. I'll just leave it there because there's, no way out. But thank you so much both for joining us as, you see more of this loudspeaker politics, Hindutva politics playing out in Maharashtra.